Welcome everyone to the Tansson Talks YouTube channel. We're excited to have you here for this episode of Bran'sTech. We'll begin in just one moment after these sponsored messages, so please stay tuned. Have you ever thought about hosting your own podcast? Perhaps you already have one. Well, if you're looking for a podcast website, look no further than Podpage. A website design tool helped to create a better experience for your listeners. And in fact, my favorite part is that it allows for each guest to have their own dedicated landing page. That way, you can highlight each of your guests and their amazing accomplishments. I'm proud to have Podpage as the sponsor for the Bran'sTech Catch-Up series. If you're interested in going to Podpage, go ahead and go to podcast.bkhtech.net/podpage. Without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Hello everyone, this is Brandon K. Hedgepeth, and I want to welcome you all here to my podcast video series. I'm so excited to speak with you all here today. And so, without further ado, I want to first of all ask you all, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well, and I want to welcome today's guest here today. So, my guest, this is now their third time on my overall platform, with the first two times being on my Bran'sTech podcast. They are an IT major, and I am just so excited to speak with them. Please welcome back Joshua Ruff. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, I'm so excited to speak with you. And so, first of all, how have you been doing?
I've been doing good. Overall, the semester is going good, despite one class, which is professor I would rather not speak on. But other than that, classes are going well. I would say this is my best semester so far in regards to effort-wise. Past two semesters have been, I wouldn't say they've been bad, but I would say mentally, I wasn't really the best in them, so I wasn't able to perform in them the best. But this semester seems to be pretty good. Other than that, man, class is going good, and I'm doing good. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad to hear at least that you're doing well. And hopefully that one class will get better for you as this fall semester progresses. Well, I think we will all, hope and have our thoughts with you as we progress through this semester. But I'm so excited to have you here. And fun fact, so this is, like I said, the third time I've had you on the platform. And so for each of the 3 times now, they have all actually been towards the end of the year for whatever platform I have. And so, in fact, today actually makes 1 year and 1 day since the last time we spoke.
It's like deja vu.
Yeah, it really is. And so one fun fact for listeners or viewers out there is that Josh, you were my first guest back here when I started doing my regular episodes, back in the late 2020. And so you also ended out for the last regular interview I had of 2021. So truly some nice big milestones there. And so now doing these little short catch-up conversations, so to speak, I'm just so glad to speak with you a third time.
And same with me.
Yeah, maybe we'll make this like a nice little annual tradition that we just speak this time every year.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But one of the things I definitely want to highlight is right now, of course, you are an online gamer and occasional Twitch streamer. And that was something you spoke about during our last interview in fall 2021. And you've actually made quite a bit of progress between then and now.
Yeah, a decent bit. Not as much as I would have liked to, but a decent bit. I can definitely see why many streamers have trouble um, getting content going, and then also like doing with school as well. I can definitely see where the trouble in that lies. Um, but I think so far things are going smoothly. It's just a matter of getting exposure, which is probably the hardest part when it comes to starting out. Is just getting a fan base. But so far, I would say things are going good. Um, Probably need to figure out how to edit videos and things of the sort. But I got a decent bit of clips to put on the TikTok and the YouTube. But that's it. Things are going good so far.
Well, that is good to hear. And I know one of the goals that you had set out, I think, I don't remember when exactly it was. I think it was around August of 2022 that both of us had set out various goals for ourselves. And so through the remainder of this year. And we've been trying to, every couple of weeks check in to see how our goals have been doing, especially like, going through the years. Because I know it's very hard sometimes to not just set a goal, but also stick with it like long term. And so, how is that for you being able to set those goals for yourself?
Um, the process can be very trying, especially when there may be a day where you just don't have the energy to do it. Sometimes you do find that courage, but there are some days where you simply just cannot just get your mind to doing it. It just comes to a matter of just like just doing it. It sounds very just it sounds very dull in a sense of that, but um, just not necessarily caring about it, I say helps. And by like not necessarily caring, I would say like not thinking about like oh what happens if I do this or I do that in regards to it. If you go into it not really thinking much about it, like what would happen, different consequences or whatever the case may be. If you just go into it without thinking much about it, um, let's say it makes it easier to do what you set out to do. At least that helps me.
Yeah, I so honestly agree with that. And I'm so glad that you brought that up because that's like a concept I have tried to mentally explain to people so many times. Where it's just like for me, the way I successfully do things now is just simply like not caring about it. And it's not to say that it's just like I don't care if I pass, fail, whatever. It's not anything like that serious, but rather it's like not putting the pressure on us. Like, of course, we need to stick with our deadlines, but it's not like a life or death situation where you don't put out this video at this particular time that you could never ever return back to YouTube. It's not anything that strenuous, but rather just keep working at it. And we're gonna fall down sometimes, but it's important for us to come back up.
Yeah.
But how has this change of mindset for you really been working for you and trying to go after some of these goals? And are you able to actually tell us what some of these goals were?
To be honest with you, I can't remember what I said in the podcast from a year ago, but um, one of the goals definitely was to actually begin streaming, which I have, just not as consistent as I would like to be. I think the last day that I streamed from today was like maybe like 8, 9 days ago, somewhere around there. But I am streaming. There are some clips on the channel at the moment, which I do want to get those posted on the socials. And I think those are some pretty funny moments in the games that I've been playing. But I think I think that things in regards to it is going smooth though.
That's good. And I actually just scrolled through our messages real quick, and so because I had to think about what my goals were too, that I had set, and so for you it was, yeah, getting on streaming, making the social media accounts for your, yeah, for your Twitch stream, going out to the gym more, and putting a bigger emphasis on schoolwork.
Yep, I actually have been putting a bigger emphasis on schoolwork. Um, I'm not much of a reading person, but I have been cracking down into the textbooks. Um, to be honest, not a whole lot, but I have been at least reading through a few chapters in the textbook, so that's some improvement in that regard. And I have been going to the gym. I know I haven't been going to the gym as of lately, but which I need to get back doing it to do so. But over the course of the summer, I would say I've been relatively active. At the start of the summer, I was going to the gym relatively frequently, but where I was working at the time, it was already a physically like demanding job. So having to get off of work, go to the gym, come back, and then basically whenever I'm done with the gym, eat, sleep, wake up, go back to work, and do the same thing. It just it got really tiring. So over time, I did eventually like slowly stop going to the gym. Um, but I did start slowly going back into it towards the end of summer also.
Well, that makes perfect sense. And I know, like, for me and my goals, so mine were to, what was it? It was to work to try to get most of my podcasts and everything done by November 1st of 2022. Let's see. What else did I have? It was also to try to put a bigger emphasis for me on study habits. I study, and if you know me, I love academia. The only slight issue is my schedule's always all over the place, and so I had worked to try to better understand my calendar and my daily life. And so, in terms of me and my goals, I would say that I've done a lot better of a job at recognizing which days are which. Because truly, as soon as the pandemic started, I had no idea which day, week, or anything even coincided. There were some days at the end of 2021 where I was still waiting for that summer, even though it had passed by such a long time, just because of how messed up my schedule was. But I've done a lot better on that regard. I've been able to stay consistent with the podcast and everything, not necessarily to the extent that I would have wished, but it's still like a work in progress. And I think throughout our lives, everything will always be a work in progress as long as we continue to get better, though.
Yeah, that's good to hear about your podcast, and I'm glad that things are going good with that.
Oh yeah, thank you. And so while we are still speaking, and I know with the shorter length, you know, discussions, I know that there's not as much time to discuss as much as we usually do, and we've spoken offline for hours at times, but while you're here speaking with everyone listening, so is there anything else that you would really like to bring up or update us or anything of that nature?
Um, to be honest, I don't really have anything in regards to an update, like anything new per se. Um, I guess like a goal I do have in mind, which is somewhat more of a long term goal, but I hope it will be something that I can achieve soon. Is finally moving out of the house and actually living on my own. But that's like the only thing I've been thinking of.
That's a pretty good goal. And I believe right now you actually are with roommates and everything, I believe.
Yeah. In the dorm that I'm in, it's the apartments on campus. So I share a common space and a kitchen with all four people in the same area. Well, four, including me. And I share a bathroom with one other person, and then the other two will share a bathroom on their end. Um, and so far, I like it. It's almost as if I'm actually like in an apartment, like by myself. Um, and so far, I like it. There's more freedom, less restrictions in regards to the actual dorms, so that's nice. Um, and then what's also nice is they actually have a gym that's like not that far from the apartment, so I can go there if I want to. But the only thing that does suck is their hours aren't as long as I would hope to, because I like to go to the gym at night instead of like in the afternoon, which is where they typically like open up. It's about like 11, I think, somewhere around there.
Wow, that makes perfect sense. But at least that, well, having lived with roommates for a couple years now, would you say that that's helped prepare you towards your long term goal of moving out and living on your own?
Oh yeah, it's helped me realize. It's helped me realize like it helped me realize like the basic chores that you would do as you're growing up, like taking the trash, washing dishes, all that. It really does come into realization that I guess like how important doing that is, and especially with especially in regards to getting things on your own as well, knowing what to get for a room or like a bedroom or whatever the case may be, getting the linens and all that. Um, that's come into play. And also seeing like what my room could also possibly be like. Like for example, um, when it comes to like my bedroom, I always love LED lights. In fact, you can even see the ones that I have right now. Although I think the outlet is broken or something, because these lights go off like every day. I don't understand why but they just go off every day. Um, but that, and can't really think of anything else. I would have candle, but I have a wax burner here, which that's also pretty nice. But other than that, that's pretty much just about it in regards to like the rooms and stuff.
Well, that makes perfect sense. And like I said, I really hope that your long term goal is able to work out for you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, of course. And while we're speaking, as we're gradually catching up and everything, I did actually want to ask you, so now that you have been on, I said, the platform a couple times, and I know that you've actually listened to quite a bit of my episodes here and there throughout the years as well, one of my long term supporters and all. And so I did want to actually ask you, how is it for you to be able to tell your story and to, yeah, truly see people really I guess react to your story? Because I mean, one of the things I love doing as a content creator and communicator is really being able to help people tell these stories of you all and everything that you all do. And so I'm just really curious about how it is for you firsthand.
Um, I think sharing any experience that you have with anything can be important to anybody, and not only that, I think telling stories about your life is, I think this is just a great thing, and you hear people's life stories, and I don't know. I think it really, I don't know how to explain it, but like in a sense, I find like stories of people's lives. I think that's like beautiful in regards to like as a human, I guess, to be able to like express your stories, express your your accomplishments, your failures in regards and things regards to that. It makes people more human, I guess I would say. Um, yeah. Personally, I do uh, like sharing my own experiences and things of that sort, and I really appreciate those that do tell their own stories and things of the sort, especially ones where they share valuable lessons and things of the sort as well. They help build younger audiences and learn from their mistakes as well, and hopefully we move together forward as a society as well. Because of course, right now we're kind of with things going on in Russia and Ukraine and a whole bunch of other things, inflation. We need help in the future.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to what our generation and all of the upcoming generations really have to offer to society. And yeah, hopefully we can all come together and build a better place on a mission to bring people together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so before I let you go, there is two more things I did want to ask. First, for everyone that wants to tune into your stream, I know people have been dying to tune in to all your streams. Are you able to let us know again as to everywhere that we can find your streams, follow you online, and everything of the sorts?
Okay. So at this time, I believe I have socials on just about every platform that would be important to have, except for Twitter. Actually, I don't have a Twitter. That would be where I would probably be the most active in regards to communicating and telling when I would stream, etc. Since I'm not really consistent, and also my schedule can change week by week. So eventually, at some point, I will get a Twitter done. But as of right now, I have a Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. TikTok and YouTube, I have a clip uploaded at the moment. More will be on the way whenever I get around to it. And Instagram, I don't have anything on there, but it is set up. And maybe like some like maybe like behind the scenes type thing. Once I actually get things going, that'll be probably like more of a what I'll do on the Instagram, but TikTok and YouTube is probably gonna be the main things. And then whenever I get a Twitter, the Twitter would be where I'll be more communicative.
Well, awesome. Well, that sounds good. And so, are you able to remind everyone as to what your overall main handles are for the social media pages, especially Instagram?
Right. So, if I am not mistaken, my Instagram and my YouTube is Barbecue Hamster, and my TikTok is Barbecue Hamster 6900, I believe. Pretty sure that's right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right.
Well, awesome. Well, I definitely hope everyone's able to tune in and also to your Twitch pages as well. And so, before I let you go, the last thing I did want to ask is, so are you able to share with us, whether it be a life lesson, favorite quote, or whatever the case may be? I'm going to give the floor over to you to go ahead and close us out for today's discussion?
Well, I don't have an actual like quote or anything, but I guess one quote I would say that is relevant, and it is in regards to Overwatch, and this was from the cinematic. I think is called Recall. I believe it is. It's called Recall, the Overwatch cinematic, and it was a quote with the doctor that Winston had, the scientist. I can't remember what his name was, but he said, "Don't see the world for what it appears to be. Dare to see it for what it could be." And essentially, looking into the future to see what you can do instead of focusing on the present and the flaws and failures of what's occurring now. So, if you have any goals or aspirations, seek out what you can do with them and not what you can't do now. I would say with that, those of you that have been listening, hope you have enjoyed. If you are interested, hopefully you check out my streams whenever I do happen to stream, maybe once in a blue moon. But yeah, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much, Josh, for coming on and for enlightening us as always. And I look forward to the next time that we get to speak. Hopefully, it's not a full year again, but
hopefully not.
Yeah, but I mean, if not, I do like the idea of making this a tradition.
Yep, same with me.
Yeah, well, until next time, everyone, have an amazing rest of your week, and let's make things happen. I'll see y'all later.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you so much to Podpage for sponsoring the Bran'sTech Catch-Up series. Use the referral link included in this podcast to learn more. A big thank you, of course, goes out to all of you listeners out there and to our amazing guests who come on out and be on the platform. Tansson Talks has been created and produced by Hedgepeth of Tansson, LLC.